Hey guys, welcome back to Go Off. I'm your host, Olivia Kaysen, and welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I have recorded, posted, looked at, done anything with this podcast, and I'm honestly really sad about that. But I'm happy to be back, and I'm here to report that it will just be me. Sadly, not sadly, happily, Margaret has graduated and she has been successfully in the workforce now for a year and a half, I believe. She's a wonderful photographer. I know she's worked with two companies now and she's doing really great. I'll insert some of her work here. I'm really proud of her. I miss her a bunch. Haven't seen her in a minute. But yeah, Margaret knows that I'm kind of carrying this on now in my last semester of college. And if you're new here, I'm Olivia. I'm a senior at Shippensburg University with a major in communication, journalism, and media, concentration in PR, and then a minor in marketing. It's it's been a really great 4 years at Chip. I'm really happy with the education I get here and all the exciting opportunities it has given me, like this podcast. I've never done it on my own, so you guys are kind of gonna be with me on this journey as I figure out how to, you know, run the audio for it, do the camera work, edit, post, social media. I'm the one running all of this, which is super exciting and a really fun project that I hope to carry on with me even past graduating. But I'm not anything special. I'm just kind of here to share my story of how I get through the weeks of college and just hopefully bring a little light to your day. You don't have to listen to this if you don't want to. You can turn it off. I will not be offended. I just honestly do this for me and to have fun. So if you want to join me for that, awesome. If you don't, have a great time. Bye. Whatever. You guys are kind of going to help me navigate how this podcast is going to work. I'm definitely going to have people come on. My roommate, Gabby, who's also in the same major as me, I definitely want to have her kind of co host here and there with me and have friends on and different people from my major and just really like whatever I feel like doing. This is kind of like a time capsule for me and just really good experience for me to have. If anything, I hope it inspires other students to kind of know that everybody has a story and you can share whatever you want and it's a great way to learn even if you're just doing it for yourself. I love the ins and outs of running a podcast and the kind of behind the scenes work that goes into it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's just a little bit about this podcast and it's always been like a comedy, pop culture, self-talk podcast. So if that's something you're into, I'd love it if you would stick around. And yeah, that was a lot of gabbing, but that's all we do here. I'm in my final semester of undergrad, and I'm a little stressed to say the least. This is a very exciting and transformative time. And you hear that a lot, but to actually like go through it is different, obviously. I know for me, I was hearing a lot before I started the semester, like, are you excited? You're about to graduate. Like, this is so exciting. And it is, but it's also terrifying because this is like the final countdown. You got to make it count, you got to make it last. So I've kind of just found myself being very present in everything that I've been doing, trying to enjoy the mundane things, trying to enjoy the last time that it'll be like, oh, I don't want to wake up and go to class. I'll just enjoying all of it because this is the last time I'm going to have a routine like this and a schedule like this. I'm somebody who really enjoys the routine of school and college. I kind of feel a little lost without it, if I'm being honest. I've always been somebody who needs a structure, a to-do list, I literally have two planners, one for my personal life and one for my school life. And I don't need that. I have online agendas and planners. I have a million to-do lists in my notes app on my phone. I've just always been that way. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I just really enjoy the structure of college and the routine of you have something specific you need to be doing every day, but also you get to live your life and figure out the beginnings of what being an adult looks like for you. And it's just a very An interesting experience. I don't really know how else to put it. If you're not a college student, that's cool. I'm a 21-year-old girl just living. You don't necessarily need to relate to the whole college thing, but I will talk a lot about college just because I want to share my experience while I'm in it and kind of give some insight on some different things I'm learning just as a Gen Z kid. I think it's so fun that Gen Z is entering the workforce. I love all the TikToks I see about it. I think we are a very powerful generation, and I'm excited to see what the next 5 years look like starting a career in communications and marketing and entering that field as somebody who has learned in the age of AI and all of that. I think it's going to be really, really cool. So if you're new here, we kind of just never really had structure to this podcast. We kind of just, talked about pop culture events and different stuff in the media we would see. Me and Margaret always really liked like going through our weeks, giving an up and a down. One thing me and her really, really loved was especially her books and talking about music. So that's another big part of this podcast. I'm always going to share a song or an album that I'm like currently really loving. And I would love to like implement a new section to this podcast at some point about like maybe doing like an advice section or something. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really know how to do this on my own, but I do like that I'm finally doing it on my own. I was filming it in school, which the setup there is a lot nicer. Like I'm currently using AirPods and a microphone I got from Target, but I mean, equipment is equipment. I know it could sound and probably look a lot better, but again, I'm new at this. I'm learning. So sorry if this is not quality, but try my best. This is my room. I love my little apartment bedroom. All this stuff is kind of like my personality. And if you're not watching, I have like a million things just randomly plastered to my wall. I'm very much a memento girly. If you have ever handed me anything, I probably haven't thrown it away. Not in like a hoarding way, but like in a, like every girl has a box type thing. I don't have a box, I have my wall. Like I just like hang on to little scraps of things. And I love thrifting and collecting things, art from places I've been. You can't see it, but on this other wall, I have postcards from a bunch of places I've been. Some art is done by friends, some art is done by me. I think it's just like a little homage to all the things I love. Obviously, I'm a huge Billie Eilish fan. She is my number one, and then I love Harry as well. I love a good your mom joke. That's why it says your mom's street. If that offends you, I'm sorry. I think they're hilarious. My family has always done stupid jokes like that. So yeah, this is my little corner of the world. If you like it, great. If you don't, great. I also have my Stanley here, and I'm aware that it has lead in it. And you know what? If it takes 5 years off my life, it takes 5 years off my life. I work at a restaurant, and I put ice in here 3 days ago. It's still kicking. That is impressive. And you know what? It took me a long time to fold and get one of these. I've been a Yeti girl since high school. So I have just always been somebody who collects water bottles. I don't know why. You can ask my mother. I have a weird obsession with water bottles. It could be the color, it could be the look, it could be the weight. It doesn't matter. I've just always been somebody who loves to collect water bottles, and I don't know what that is in a girl, but I know it's a universal experience. And I really have always been this way. But it took me a long time to jump on the Stanley train because I was so hardcore Yeti. I hated Hydro Flasks. I couldn't get behind the handle at first, but now I get it. It fits on my backpack, it fits in my car, it goes everywhere, and I love it. So the lead, it is what it is at this point. Not much I can do about that. What else? Oh, I do want to do a little section where I talk about current things in pop culture. Obviously, Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. It's the Oh, I don't watch football. Fuck. I know it's the Chiefs. 49ers? I believe it's the 49ers. I'm not going to look it up. I don't do football, but I am going to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce because who isn't talking about them? If you don't know those names, you're living under a rock. It's Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I think this was interesting, and we talked about it in one of my marketing classes because it was a smart move on American Airlines' part. They made the flights from Kansas City to Vegas, where the Super Bowl will be this year. They made the flight number 1989 And then on the flight returning the day after the Super Bowl, they made it from Vegas to Kansas City. They made it 87, Travis Kelce's jersey number. And honestly, I think that was a very smart marketing move. Everybody's going to be talking about American Airlines now. Who isn't talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? That was very smart. And I know there was a Gen Z behind that, and I'm proud of you. Whoever pushed that, whoever had that little idea first, and they were like, but what if? And it snowballed from there. Kudos to you, because you're killing it. That was smart. But yeah, I think my goal with this podcast is I just want it to feel like you're hanging out. We're just talking about what's going on in our lives. I have a very busy schedule this semester. I have 5 classes. I work a lab job. I help run the department's social media pages. I'm also working a restaurant job, and my weeks are pretty busy, but so far so good. I think I like the setup that I have going. I have time for naps, which is important. Yeah, I have a marketing class first every day, followed by one of my comm classes. And then I am also taking women and gender studies. And then on Mondays and Wednesdays, I work lab hours. Just little things to keep myself busy. Okay, so now I'm going to give you an up of my week, a positive moment of my week. It is Thursday currently. So what is one good thing that has happened to me this week? Let me think. Nothing's really coming to mind. I haven't really had a bad week though. This is taking me way too long to think of something. I guess a positive for me in the past week is that I've been pushing myself out of my comfort zone lately. I've been trying to get out of my comfort zone, like do things that would normally make me feel uncomfortable and try to enjoy them. Because I'm somebody who doesn't really like go out or do much. But I've been trying to say yes more, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job with that. And so far, so good. I've had a pretty good week and I can't really complain. Other than downside of my week is just my anxiety has been really, really bad. And shocker, I have mental illness. I struggle with depression and anxiety, as well as a whole storm of tummy issues that we don't really need to get into because we would be here for 10 years. But yeah, it's real. A lot of us struggle with these things. But lately my anxiety has been kind of ruling my life. So yeah, that's why I've been trying to do things that force me out of my comfort zone, because I am in the last bit of college. I'm trying my best to enjoy it while I'm here. And sometimes classes are hard for me to go to just cuz I feel confined, which is weird because I've been going to the same building with the same professors, same students basically for 3 years now, but I don't know. Sometimes our brains are just a little weird, and things that were a part of your everyday routine somehow become a chore. And yeah, unfortunately, class has been kind of one of those things for me. Um, I'm fighting it. I don't know. I don't want to talk about boys on here or my personal life, with friends and stuff, because I don't want anybody to get mad at me or for me to get canceled in any way. I'll just keep those things to myself. But yeah, I've just been having a time. I think I've grown a lot since last semester. I think I probably carry myself a lot different than the last time I was on here, which is crazy how quickly time can evolve you. But I think I've been happy. I think I've been doing a lot better Things like anxiety and depression are never going to go away. They can be managed and they can have their highs and they can have their lows, but it is something that I have to actively learn how to live with, and I own it, but I don't let it own me. At least I'm trying not to let it. I think one of the lows for me lately has been observing the level of success that people around me are having and not getting myself down in the fact that I'm not at the same level of success as other people are in my class. And not in a competitive way, in a way that I feel like I'm not doing enough, that I feel like I am not smart enough or, you know, aware enough of or doing as well at. And it can be a very dark place to be in, and I have always been that way. I compare myself to others when I know I really shouldn't, because life is what you make it. It's your own journey. You don't need to compare yourself to others, and I find that easy to like tell people to kind of carry as a mantra. But when it comes to me personally, I really, really, really struggle with owning the fact that my life is not going to look like everybody else's. I'm not going to be able to join every media group and go to every class and also have also be an honors student and also, work 2 jobs. And like, there are people who are doing that. And I think that's amazing. I, it blows my mind that they are capable of that much and have hobbies in photography or, like whatever else they're doing. I just, my brain can't comprehend all of that. I can't do a million things at once without being completely overwhelmed and going off the tracks, It's it was hard for me this week to go to class every day, and that's just actively living with mental health issues. That is just the way life works sometimes. But reminding myself to not compare my, I don't want to keep using the word success, but like my level of commitment compared to other people's. Sorry, I was really getting into that and then my camera died. And we're on low battery, so we're gonna wrap this up. But anyways, the point I was getting at is that I'm somebody who, you know, falls victim to imposter syndrome a lot of the time by comparing myself to other people. So, yeah. Get in, I'm recording. Get in, boy. Scoot on in. My camera's about to die.
I got your shoes on.
Oh,
Hi.
this is the setup. What do you think?
Let me get in here close.
Whatever daddy wants, daddy gets. I was just talking about imposter syndrome and comparing myself to other people in our class.
Oh, I do that too.
Same. This is Gabby. She'll be here most of the time.
Yes.
We just need to get another mic.
We just have to sit really close to each other like this and talk this far apart.
Okay, I was giving a high and a low of the week.
Okay. Um, Low of the week had to be the amount that I've shit. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a lot. And I would say the low has been being late to work because of me shitting my brains out.
That happened to me last week.
I don't know what I digested or what you gave to me, but I've never shit so much in my life since I've met you.
Am I rubbing off on
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
You said you ate one Slim Jim
I
and it
had
was war?
I had one Slim Jim and it was Vietnam in there, bro.
I'm so sorry. What was your high?
And my high was I actually just forgot everything that happened to me this whole week.
I could not think of a good thing
I don't remember a single thing that's happened to me this week.
because I'm trying not to talk about my personal life too much
Yeah.
because I don't want to make people uncomfy,
Yeah, you're right. Oh, my high was I just had it. Oh, going to the gym.
Oh yeah, we killed it at the gym
Oh my
yesterday.
God. Abs were crunching and hurting and I feel it. It was the first time I've like spent that much time in the gym and like paid attention though. So that was
Same.
good.
But we usually only do like 12, 3:30. And then we're like, all right, let's go.
Okay, wrap it up. Yeah. So that was scary.
I think I'm going to wrap it up because I'm losing power on everything. So I'm going to give you my song of the week and then we're going to go.
Ooh, can I give a song of the week?
Oh, show. All right. My song of the week is Decode by Sabrina Carpenter. I can't get this song out of my head for some reason. And I don't know if it necessarily resonates at this moment in time, but it's just good. That whole album is good. So just listen to it.
No, that album is good. I thought you were gonna say Decode by Paramore.
Why do you.
That's just
No.
what my brain goes to. How do we get here? My
That was good.
Thank you. My song is Snow Angel.
She has been in her Renee Rap era.
It's a bop. It's a bop. It's a sad one, but it's so good. I just listened to it. Repeat.
We were singing it in the car the other day, volume up the whole way. I went put my car in reverse and my camera was beeping and the music went off and exposed us bad.
No, that was criminal. That was so bad. I cannot sing.
You can a little bit.
You said I can stay on beat.
Like you can match the tempo.
Yeah. the speed, the speed is there. The tone is off.
That's
I'll
fine.
take it.
Anyways, thanks for listening. Welcome back. I'm I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I'm enough for you because this is what you get. um,
I hope I'm enough for you.
do I have drama? Maybe.
Please tell me that I am enough for you in the comments below.
This is just gonna be about my life, her life,
Our life.
college, and yeah.
We'll get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you next week, hopefully, if I edit and post all of this in normal time.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah! Yes.
Okay. Love you. Bye. Like I was sitting here just like